She was scowling at April's mother. I can't believe your mother. Why do you let her control you like that? I mean, she talks like you're a possession of hers instead of a person. My daughter doesn't get a vote. I can't believe she screeched that in front of everyone. How embarrassing. It's not like you would have voted to go with Alex and the others anyway, but she didn't have to say that. I seriously don't know how you stand her, Jessica said in a huff. It was an old argument between the two friends. Jessica had been rolling her eyes behind Mrs. Davis's back for years, and the familiar complaint seemed to bring April out of her daze. She finally found her voice. I don't think my mom's control issues are our biggest problem right now. What are we going to do, Jess? I'm scared, and I don't know if going to the embassy is going to solve anything. I mean, Mrs. Moore is probably right about them not being able to help us. What do you think? Jessica squinted her eyes and looked around at the group of students and adults on the lawn. Yep, we're screwed. At April's horrified look, she explained. First of all, it's a consulate, not an embassy, which means it's just a bunch of offices in a building somewhere. Sure, it might have some Canadian soldiers there, but it's not like this is some third world country with a compound or anything. I mean, come on, it's LA, not Iraq. Those guys are just politicians, paper pushers. They won't be able to help us unless it's just to get a replacement passport or something simple. Nope, we're on our own. April stared at her friend in confusion. Why didn't you tell them that? My mom wants us to walk through the city for nothing. If you think that way, why didn't you vote to leave with the others? Jessica just shrugged. As if your mom would listen to me. Besides, do you really want to walk to Canada? I might be a brainiac, but I'm a wimp. Do you see any muscle tone in these legs? April shook her head in exasperation and stood up. This isn't a joke, Jess. We have to do something or tell someone. She frantically scanned around, looking for Mrs. Moore. Jessica was right about one thing. Her mother wouldn't listen to anything she said. It didn't seem to matter that April had just turned 17. Her mom still treated her like she was 12 and tried to control most of her life. She was used to her mom's voice drowning out her own, but this was too important to let go. So when she spotted Mrs. Moore heading down the street to a security guard, she took off after her. When April caught up, Mrs. Moore was already discussing what they should do about Mr. Carter's body with the older guard. He was in his late 60s and wore the familiar white hat with the red mouse-eared badge on it. He was explaining the situation as April tried to get her breath back from her mad dash after the teacher. It's been almost 2 hours since we lost all power, and most of the staff and guards have left to check on their own families. I can try and find someone else to help me with the bodies. There are a few more lying around the park. I don't think anyone will be coming to get them, and I can't in good conscience just leave them lying where they fell. He looked very old and tired to April when he removed his hat and rubbed his bald head. Mrs. Moore gave him a sympathetic nod. May I ask why you haven't left yourself? April noticed the man's name tag read Walter as he looked around the park before answering. This is my home. I've worked here for 40 years. I have no family left in the States to go check on. I think I'll just stay here and clean things up as best as I can. I'll bury the bodies and then do my rounds, make sure everyone's gone from the park and the tunnels, and lock it down. He looked at Mrs. Moore sadly. That's all there is left for me. I don't know what else to do. Mrs. Moore nodded. Well, thank you for seeing to Mr. Carter, and good luck to you. Walter just gave her a small, sad smile and wandered away. April watched the guard as he moved away and gave a start when Mrs. Moore placed her hand on her shoulder. April, did you need to speak to me? What? Oh, yes. I don't think my mother's plan is going to work. She quickly explained what Jessica had told her about the consulate.